Hey there. I wish I could see them all, but it's not like my band's gonna play them all, cause it's too hot to play. It's gonna be in the triple digits. We're gonna melt. Bunch of lame wimps. But to be fair, I have had heat stroke before. A pretty bad case of heat stroke once before. And so while I'm a little snarky and upset about them canceling it last minute, or sort of last minute, 40 hours before the gig, I sort of I'm sort of sympathetic about it, although I'm kind of annoyed. I spent the last, I don't know, 12 or 15 weeks rehearsing these songs that we were going to do tomorrow. Songs like Kaya and Dead Flowers and stuff like that. And again, I'm sorry for jumping to the wrong conclusion. I'm sorry you think I'm mad at you for not replying during the entire month of June. Just because I mentioned you know what in the emails to you does not mean I'm mad. Does not mean I'm upset with you. It just means that I mention it as a gentle reminder. It's only a gentle reminder to you. Therefore, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at all. Especially now that I know the truth behind what has happened. I only mentioned you know what deal because I just want it to be a gentle reminder. That's all. That's all. That's all I meant it as, is a gentle reminder to you. Just a gentle reminder to you. I would never mention it to Joe. I know better than that. And because you keep our emails a secret from her, some of the stuff between us, the inheritance stuff that you're getting from our recently departed friends like the Jimmy wardrobe and the Dexter poster I have yet to send you, the miniature clay elephant that I sent you, which is an elephant that Barry Kane made. So you now have a piece of Barry art. I have yet to send you any Jimmy art, any of the Jimmy wardrobe. And I have yet to send you a Dexter postal. But I only mentioned the you know what stuff because I just wanted it to be a gentle reminder to you. And therefore, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad that I didn't get to hear from you during the entire month of June. Especially now that I know what happened. I'm sorry I jumped to the wrong conclusions. I only mentioned you know what because of I just wanted it to be a gentle reminder to you to not forget. That's all. That's all I ever meant it as. I'm sorry. I really am. Concussion. You had a concussion. Wow. That sucks. Especially at your age. I mean, I had a concussion at 9 because I fell off my bike. But you're 7 times older than I was. Sometimes plus older than I was. 7 times older than I was, and then some. Anyway, I healed because of naturopathic juice and naturopathic ways, homemade juice, carrot juice, and homemade food because hospital food frankly sucks. And so my parents arranged for them to be able to bring food into the hospital. I mean, I was in intensive care for 10 days. True story. I was only 9. Crystal wasn't even a toddler then. But she was no, I was 10 then. I was 10 back then. Not 9, 10. Anyway, at least you don't have a needle happy neurosurgeon who turned out to be a big old fat quack pushing surgery like it was the only viable option, only because he wanted commission for the operation. But now that I know what happened. Yikes. Anyway, I am not mad at you. I'm not mad, period. I hope you can forgive me. For mentioning it only as a gentle reminder to you. Nothing else. I would only mention it. I only mention it to you. I would never mention it to Joe. And as for the stuff that I'm gonna be sending you, I only told her the very basic of what I'm gonna send you. Only the very basic. And that being that basically what I'm sending you is various trinkets from friends that we have lost. Beyond that, is up to you. I won't be hurt if you tell her anything about the friends that we have lost, especially since all that grief is something that can't be good for you. Therefore, I give you permission to tell Joe whatever you need to about the friends that we have lost. That's why I send photos of the friends that we have lost. You know, like Ryan, even though you didn't know him, you knew his mom, Cordell. And you also knew Jim Stovall Jr. And you knew Dexter, and I hope you've told her about Zach, because when you meet Zach and Jamie, my sister-in-law to be, you will inevitably, no doubt, be with Joe. I mean, Joe will be included in your visit. So I don't want Joe to get bushwhacked by meaning Zach, the way my mom was. I mean, we took photos at Deco's, but that was only after the botched introduction, which happened a month prior at Rosebud Cafe during my first ever gig with McCarthy Creek, which was the Bob Dylan celebration back in 2021. And therefore, It was botched because I didn't tell Mom about Zach, and so it took her by surprise when they met. However, by the time we went to by the time Zach and Jamie went to their first solstice at Dexter's back in 2021, I had time to tell Mom and Crystal about Zach and Jamie. By that time, they were willing to meet him. By that solstice, they were willing to meet him. He also met Dexter and probably does another Freak Mountain friends of mine. Not as many as he met at Dexter's wake, but he only went to Dexter's wake because he knew Dexter. So I don't want I won't be hurt if you tell Joe everything I've told you about Zach, my half-brother. There is no doubt whatsoever that he truly is 100% genuine, my half-brother. There is no doubt whatsoever that he is Gary's son. Brother from another mother. Therefore, because I don't want, because I expect that Joe will be tagging along with you whenever you come to visit, and that no doubt she'll meet Zach and Jamie at the same time that you meet Zach and Jamie. But I don't want her introduction to be the same as Mom's, because Mom was ambushed by the introduction. Therefore, we had to take Zach and Jamie to Solstice. They only went to the pre-hangout part of Solstice. They didn't stay for the lighting or any of the fun stuff. But they were only there for the to take photos and walk down to the dome. Because Jamie had a dog with her, she didn't want to go with Zach and me down to the dome. That was a brothers only trip. However, doing the McCarthy Creek Band gigs, as many as I have, gave Mom and Zach the chance to hang out and get to know each other better. And Zach no longer thinks of Mom as stepmom, but as Mom. We are taking him down to Pacific City in August to introduce him to our oldest living relative, Aunt Bev, Gary's aunt. Grandma's baby sister. Oldest living relative that we have right now. I wish you were able to come tomorrow because you'd get to meet Jim Stovall Jr.'s big brother Shard, Tony Stovall. He is, after all, sort of related to me. How exactly is he related to me? He's my second cousin. He's Ryan's son's grand uncle. In other words, Ryan's son Caden is my second cousin, and Shard Stovall is Caden's grand uncle. That photo of the chick that I sent you by mistake, well, that's Tony Stovall's daughter-in-law, Ryan's ex-sister-in-law. Ryan is only my half cousin because we have different grandpas, but family is family, and because even though he and I have different grandpas, he's still family. One of his nicknames was Little Man. I miss him. I miss Jim Stovall Jr. One of the things I hope to be able to do with you, one of the sort of guy things that I want to be able to do with you is, even though you didn't get to say goodbye to Barry in person, I know where he's buried. Therefore, I can take you to his grave site, and you can talk to him to be on the grave. Anyway, that's just one of the things I hope to be able to do with you. I know you miss him. That's why I sent you the miniature clay elephant. Only piece of Barry art that I have right now. I knew a Barry weed pipe would not go over well with Joe, especially if you opened it in front of her. So that's why I didn't send you a Barry weed pipe, because I knew Joe would overreact. Taking a pipe in the mail, especially for me. So that's why I sent you the berry elephant. I think it's a miniature clay sculpture of possibly Packy. He was the oldest elephant at the zoo till 2017 or so. Died of cancer or something. May Packy rest in peace. Anyway, even if you're not able to make it tomorrow, because I know it's going to be in the hundreds and you're old and frail and probably don't do well in this heat and triple digit heat. At least you're not on oxygen like Jimmy Moore was towards the end. Not that I'm predicting the end for you, but I'm just saying that for Jimmy Moore, it was oxygen. It was living on oxygen towards the end. But he did make it to 80. He would have liked the cake that I had made for his memorial. Said Jimmy Moore, 1942 to 2023, gone but not forgotten. May you rest in peace. It was a big chocolate sheet cake, custom made by the bakery at Happy Valley Costco. Cost me $25. Small price to pay for a memorial cake. And boy, was it well received. A lot of people had cake that day. Anyway, talk to you later. Again, I'm not mad. And it's just a gentle reminder when I mention, what